Hello, this is Miriam of AfricaTalentbank.com, ATB. Today we look at pre-interview stage tips. Now, before your interview, what is really important is to bear in mind it is important that you have the right mindset. Rejection after rejection makes you feel depressed, it makes you feel down, but you really must prepare yourself mentally. It is not enough just to submit a good CV, because if you're invited to an interview and you go in there with a negative mindset, that interview will have been lost before you've even started. So just bear in mind, mindset is important, and looking for a job is a job in itself. So you therefore need to maintain a positive attitude no matter how despondent you feel inside. So if you're still at university, then socialize and mix with A and B grade, hardworking students. Keep a positive mental attitude. Surround yourself with the right people, the go-getters, the never-give-uppers. Those are the people you need to surround yourself with. Keep away from negative friends or friends who think you're too boring because you're taking your studies or your job hunting too seriously. So point one is mindset. Keep a positive mindset. Now, treat job hunting as a research project. And the reason I say that is you need to keep copies of correspondence, who you wrote to and when, their job title, what was their response, including their rejections, to ensure you don't send out duplicate applications. There's nothing worse than calling someone and inviting them to interview and they don't even remember that they've applied to that particular role. Because some companies may take weeks to respond. So make sure you've got all these details to hand so that in the event that they call you, you can just look on your Excel spreadsheet or Word document or some other form of database. Research the company. These are all pre-interview stage. Remember your mindset, treating the job as a research project, and then researching the company. Always research. In this day and age of Google, Google is your best friend. You cannot, in this day and age, go to an interview and ask the company, what is it that you do? It is off-putting as a recruiting manager to receive a cover letter from someone who has clearly not researched the company. And some companies even incorrectly spell the name of the organization. So earn a few brownie points by doing your research. Very easy points to grab, since many of your fellow competitors will not have done so. Contact people who are already in the job. So if you read about someone who is doing the job that you love, Google them. Go on LinkedIn, try and contact them and ask for their advice. You would be surprised how generous humans can be. We always read negative things about human beings, but the number of people, especially when they get a call from a young person who has done their research on them and wants probably just 10 minutes of their time. Never tell anyone you want an hour of their time. Just say, can I just have 10 minutes of your time at lunchtime? Perhaps I can buy you a coffee. And especially if they're a senior person, nobody will have very few people offer to buy them coffee. So again, make sure you do your research. And it may sound audacious, but most human beings are reasonable. And they would find it very difficult to reject a request, especially from a young graduate asking for advice. And it's impressive to get a call from a proactive young person who is using their initiative. But bear in mind, you may also be calling them at a busy period, so ask them when would be a good time for you to call, making it clear that you only need a few minutes of their time. And of course, depending on how this conversation goes, then you can perhaps ask to, whether you could meet for a coffee and so forth. But just make that call first. And make sure you have a set of 2 to 3 questions when you do call this person so that you're not wasting this opportunity with these sort of silent pauses, etc. There's nothing worse than someone calling you and then expecting you to make the conversation. You called them, you have to have the questions. They're busy. Okay, and so if you find that after this call or follow-up calls that your dream career is actually not what you thought it was, then don't lose heart. Sifting yourself out of a career is just as important as sifting yourself in. So careers fair, I cannot emphasize, it's never too early to attend a careers fair. Even if you're not due to graduate for another year or two, many young people leave this until their 4th year. By then you've got exams and you've got other things. your first year is the best time to go. There's no pressure. You're learning more. You can ask as many questions without feeling self-conscious. Perhaps you can even eventually secure an internship or start following that company. So the careers fairs offer you an opportunity to ask questions. And at AfricaTalentbank.com, ATB, we also do what we call open days. And all of these details are advertised on our Facebook page, Facebook/AfricaTalentBank. And this is where we take young students and graduates to visit the company so that you see the people at the company itself. And you get to visit the company before you actually apply. And of course, when you attend careers fairs, always make sure that you look smart, because first impressions do count. Some of your fellow students will be turning up in jeans or casual wear. Be different. It's all about being different, so that they refer to you when they get back to their office, oh, the young man who was wearing a suit. Far better than the young man who was wearing torn jeans or low-cut, low-hanging jeans. And then also be up to date with current affairs. So always read or listen to the news every day and be aware of what is going on, not only in your own country, but be aware of major world events, because these events may impact the sector in which you are targeting. So for example, if the price of oil rises or drops in the market and you're targeting the airline business, then this surely will have an impact. And this could even come up whether it's a case study or interview or what have you. And so make sure that you read reputable websites and you cover local as well as international news. So those are the tips on pre-interview. It was mindset, positive mindset. Treat job hunting as a research project. Research the company itself. Contact people who are already doing your dream job. Careers fairs, attend, and be up to date with local as well as foreign current affairs. Bye-bye.